I've asked Helen if she can give us a little bit of teaching on what is this time like for you, Helen, as you live in this liminal space, and how can we assist?
Well, I guess first I want to say that I don't see myself as any different from anyone else here. And I just wanted to model and be a way for people to experience the teachings that you've been talking about. I don't feel any different than anyone else here, and I think we're all on this path. What it's been like is I feel the teachings around death that I learned it last spring kind of blew me away. The idea that we could all die into the cosmos and become pan-cosmic. I've been learning a lot about death as conscious death as an extremely powerful part of our being, and that it doesn't stop when our body stops, that we go on. And the power of the death transition is blowing me away. I feel supercharged. Things that I couldn't do normally I'm doing with great joy and great power. There's a energy in my dying that I had no idea was there, and that certainly was in the teachings from last spring, that the death transition is bigger than life, and that we all are participating in it. I can feel people everywhere participating in my death. People tell me they wake up and they think of me in the middle of the night. I'm on their mind all the time, and I'm like, what's up with that? It seems very strange to me. So I'm learning that our death is bigger than us, that we're participating in it. There's a lot of joy in being able to do things as I'm dying that I couldn't accomplish when I was when I was just living my life. I've been able to do brave things that I was too scared to do, like make some pretty big gifts of money and finances that terrified me and made me feel too, it scared me, and I didn't feel like I could do it. And now I can be very big and bold. And it really feels like it's the death energy that's allowing me to do that. And the way that many of you in this room are participating in that. I had wanted to gather this group together so that you can just see a person. I don't feel like any luminous being or anything like that. I still feel like me. But I wanted us all to explore this together and be curious about it and learn from it, and the kinds of things that you were teaching last spring. Let's take a look at this. Let's be curious together and see kind of, I wanted to incarnate it. Come on in, Todd. I wanted to just sort of be a lab. Not a laboratory.
Not a retriever.
Well, retriever is after death.
Much like when I got my hair cut, and we did the ritual, and I wanted your teaching, Cynthia, on new kinds of ritual and sacrament and incarnation. I wanted to have a lab where we could all explore that together and feel that. So when we did the hair cutting, I wanted us all to just incarnate that. Incarnation is really important to me, that we would all experience that and feel that. And so I got this idea that, well, maybe I could do that around my death as well, that it could be a laboratory and a study ground. So I offer myself for that study and teaching and learning. And I don't feel special about it. I just want to be an example for people to take a look at. And to especially do it in relationship and in community. That has been so deeply important to me, that the intimacy and the relationships that I have with all of you, that we could live in that together and explore that together and know that together. So I feel Jesus around a lot. And I have been chanting, leave all things behind and come and follow me, and that is certainly, I'm looking forward to that, to being with Jesus. He's already here. He's here all the time. He's guiding everything. So I want to testify and witness that what Jesus taught us about He's everywhere. There are many realms, there are many dimensions, there are many mansions. There is life after we leave these bodies. And I feel that Christianity has really gotten off track in holding that to be true. So that's another reason I wanted to hold a gathering like this, and ask Cynthia to come and teach about it, and to change a funeral rite so that Christians reclaim their practice around eternity. And gotten so off track around, well, once the body's gone, it's over. And so it seemed really important to me to affirm and testify and witness and try to live my own death in this way. It's what I believe. So I guess that's right.
Thank you. Thank you. I remember that when Rafe died, the hardest part for me was that everybody was saying in the name of psychological health, well, now you have to do closure, and now you have to move on, and now you have to get a new relationship. And there's no faith on either side. And, you know, my Buddhist friend said, oh, well, you're holding him back if you hang on to him. And there was no sense until finally I just had to trust my own heart that there was something from the other side that was validating a continued walk. But neither in the Christian faith nor in the Buddhist could I find any validation of that, and I now consider it an abysmal failure of nerve on the point of view of the religious establishment, a kind of materialism that doesn't allow you to believe what the whole thing is about. So, or maybe we just prefer sentimentality and grief, because there's a certain kind of what would look like hard-heartedness on the future. I mean, we've come in and we've talked fairly candidly about some things that people would say are indecorous. But it's only on the other side of talking about them that you can really catch the freedom of the resurrected life. So to so consecrate your life that way, and we have it on video so that there can be no doubt whatsoever that we can come back and listen to Helen saying that, because I think that's the solemn message that's there to proclaim. And how much would change in our planet if we could trust it? You know, all this finally self-protective, covering your own ass, as you say, you're bolder in these moments before your death in the practice of generosity than you could be in your life. And what if we could live that boldly? Sharing like there was no limit?
Yeah.
Because there isn't. How we would change our planet. And we'll hold that vision with you, my dear.
It's contagious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.